speaking about that, I mean, sometimes the closer you can make it to reality, the better it is. Like, especially if you've been gone for like 10 years and you may not be familiar with a character that was there the 10 years prior to that, and they go on a rampage during a promo and say that while they were off, they went and got like therapy and mental and
Oh,
took care of their mental health, and that people start chanting therapy, and then you realize that she didn't go get mental health, that this is a wrestling angle, and we're kind of mocking therapy and
this is the AJ Lee chant that you're making reference to.
and mental illness. I mean, this is part of something that we feel is good.
Well, in all fairness, this wasn't a company decision. I mean, the chant is a chant. I mean, the fans in where were we? Milwaukee last week.
Well, she didn't say no. Seriously, she said, yeah, therapy's like she's kept it going. I swear to God, it doesn't matter what they chant. If you can get them to chant, I guess that's somehow some kind of operant conditioning that makes, you know,
The accomplishment was getting the chant and
yeah.
not necessarily paying attention to what
And
was
then I
conveyed.
can't believe that Becky would come down because she's just been on fire lately and
Oh,
make reference to the fact of the people from Milwaukee were fucking, you know, like go right to the town and go for that. I swear to God, like she went from the man to Buddy Landell in like 3 months. She's got as much credibility and heat as Buddy Landell.
I thought Rick Rude was always good at the tell these whatever city
Yeah,
Milwaukee
that was that was
Mudlickers.
usually a house show, though. I mean, this once again we continue to watch house show antics on Netflix.
Now, so we run out of gas a little here, Kev. Not us, but
I think that
the
they're
WWE product.
they're loading this fucking $360 a month cannon called WrestlePalooza, and they're not going to give a shit. And if you want, I think it's to the point now where if you want something that's really good, you have to fucking pay for it.
Yeah, but with this coming up, with the ESPN pay channel coming up, if you wanted to drive people to it, what is this the best we're going to do? Because what are we? How many weeks out are we
What
from this WrestlePalooza? A
what are
week?
you going to give away? Because you got to give something away for free, and you can't because everything that you're building is worth buying. Cena versus Brock,
Mm-hmm.
Punk and his wife versus Rollins and his wife. Like everything is being built around, but if you don't buy it, you don't get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going to have on Netflix prior to this, I believe a Punk and Rollins and uh, the ladies are going to have like a sit down type thing back and forth to add fuel before we are asked to spend $330 a
A
year
year.
on.
So just a quick thing on AJ, who's from my hood up in Union City. It's kind of a work shoot with the mental health thing. She's long been an advocate for mental health awareness and transparent about her own struggles, including a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. So I don't think the fans were mocking necessarily. I think maybe it was a chant of support.
No, because I think when she covered it by saying, you might not know who I am, but your parents probably do. And your parents, when you say that to a crowd, that means that your parents aren't probably watching the product. So
Has she been gone that long?
ten
Has there been a
years.
generational leap? It has been a decade.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Jesus. Wow.
So that guy that's trying to figure out how he's gonna get his strawberries picked at his orchard without any illegals is not watching wrestling right now.
Right. But Kev, I wanted to ask you one thing when we were talking about it before. The mixed tag. You've talked about the difficulty in watching like a three-way, or even the four ways, where there are rules, and I don't mean rules that are stated by the referee. Rules for you guys working for believability. In order to make the match work, one guy's got to powder, and so somebody's always got to take the back seat. With a mixed tag, a mixed gender tag,
Nightmare on
that's
Elm Street.
even more so.
You know what? Just go back to a three-way dance.
Yeah.
I don't know you know, don't need to know, but I don't know if you've ever had a three-way with two other women, sexual encounter, and I've had a few in my life. I've never had one that when I walked away, I went, "Wow, that was great," because nine times out of ten, the only reason you're having a three-way is because you're no longer into the one person, so you bring the other one in to try to. It's always a psychological fuck. It's and somebody's got to fucking, you got to give one of them a fucking hip check off the fucking bed and say, sell this, don't come back until I'm done fucking mounting fucking the little doggy style for fucking 7 minutes.
This is
It's
exactly how they do this at the performance center, by the way.
yeah,
When they train for this
right.
is the analogy they go with. Yeah.
Yeah, they go with this. So it's just, I think that from anything that, I think that a wrestling match, there's a degree of intimacy in it. Like it's a contest. And like last week, um, there were two heels in the ring and three baby faces blew them out at the beginning of the show. And that goes against everything I was ever taught in the business. Like when did the fucking heels powder because the baby faces have them outnumbered? Like it's okay if there's eight heels and two baby faces go down and get the upper hand. I didn't get the Jey Uso fucking super kick at the end of the show
To LA Knight.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't know if I was supposed to get some correlation to his brother saying you're sounding more like Roman.
I just thought it was a little swerve. I don't think it's going to become a turn or anything. I think this was just to keep it interesting. The product's a little stale. Raw was stale as fuck this week.
Well, that's their go out. It's just like I don't know. I just don't know. I haven't seen Rhea. I can't take Asha. I can't take that character at all.
There was a little paint.
Yeah, she's doing like Insane Clown Posse, like meets anime.